Hey y'all, it's us. We are back. I'm Shakara Holiday, and this is
Get your shit. I'm Stacy.
Hey
I'm one
y'all.
of the hosts as well. Good morning, everybody. It feels good to be back. With our schedules that we have, oh my God, sometimes it's just hard to, you know, do
Sit
what you
down.
don't want to have to do. You know what I mean? It's just
Mhm.
so much life just be lifing so much. You know what I mean? Until sometimes it's just and then when you you want to rest, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 60 next month. Hey, 60, woo woo. I have to rest because my bones be tired.
You ain't old.
I don't know who keep telling y'all that. But
Yeah.
other than that, I can't complain. Life is, it could be worse. So
Mhm.
I try to just be grateful and appreciate what God has blessed me with, and enjoy and just enjoy. You know, I
That's
also
all we
like
can
to
do.
say happy anniversary to Shakara and her husband C. Dot. On
Yeah.
yesterday, they celebrated 8 years of marriage.
Yes.
Isn't it perfect? Isn't that
Yes.
wonderful, y'all?
Yeah.
8 years of marriage.
Look, and it was great to just chill out. We didn't
Mhm.
do anything big or extra. We laid around and laughed at each other and talked and ate good and
And just had a good time,
just had a
just
good
enjoying each
time.
other. Sometimes, people don't realize, you can stay at home, have some wine or mix some drinks or whatever.
We
And,
didn't even drink nothing. Oh, we'll change that tonight. We
oh,
ain't
okay.
even drink nothing.
And just, relax. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
people don't understand that it's not about that you got to go out and spend money all the time. You know what I mean? You can have fun at home playing Scrabble, dominoes, fix up a little something to eat. And, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Y'all be sleepy. It all depends on how much you eat. You'll be sleepy. So, it's not even always about, got to go spend some money, got to go spend some money. Not
It's
right
just
now anyway. We got to wait till Kamala get in there and November and turn some things around.
look, we had a great time off of $100 yesterday. We both
Just
got our
chilling.
feet done and we went, oh my God, I don't have nothing. We went to this place I found on TikTok called
Hmm.
the Big Philly Spot or something. It's in Hiram, but they got Philly cheesesteaks about this long, I swear.
Whoa.
We for $13. We ate off that twice and got full twice.
Hmm.
And so it was real good. I have to go try him again. Only thing that CJ didn't like is that they don't have lettuce. Like there's no vegetables, just peppers and onions. Ain't nothing else.
Oh, so
But it was good. It was good. I give
mhm.
it that. So Big Philly, Big Dog. I don't know. I put it down here, the name of the place.
Big
But it's
dog.
in
It probably
Hiram.
big
It was
dog.
really good. It was good. They got
Mhm.
Philadelphia Eagles, everything, everywhere. I was like, that kind of made me feel some kind of way. We are in Atlanta.
But
But
they represent,
they
they feel it.
representing Philly. So,
They represent feel it. So
I had to get over there. But it was pretty good. And then we went and got our feet done and just, yeah. And that's it.
chill out. Yeah.
And
I
chill
mean,
out. So it's
it's
after eight
good when you
years.
can just, get with your loved one, and just, have a good time.
Hmm. And
Have
it was awesome. I don't know why I keep doing this. Every time I see I watch myself, it seems like my shoulders not balanced. That's why I keep doing it. I noticed that, but don't judge me. Keep going. I'm sorry.
And then they always said if you make it 7 years in a marriage, if you can make it to 7 years, you can pretty much make it.
Look, we in there.
Yeah.
I already told him he ain't going nowhere.
And for what? Shit.
Why?
What? What you going somewhere for? Shit.
Look, we break up. He'll be in that room. I'll be in this room. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out. We'll get
break
together.
up. Okay, cool. I hear you.
Yeah.
But at any rate, get your shit, nation.
Get your shit, nation.
We
Love
wanted to
it.
talk about the incident that took place here in Georgia yesterday with the 14-year-old young man that went into the Apalachee High School in Barrow County,
Mm-hmm.
shot four people, killed, no, correction, killed four people, and wounded nine.
It's so sad.
It is. Now, here's
So,
a young man that was reported to the FBI last year. And they had a meeting with him and his parents, and like always, everything's good, nothing's wrong, yada yada. Okay, but like I say constantly, we can't keep blaming everything on mental health, because
Mhm.
everything is not mental health related.
Mhm.
When the GBI, FBI, y'all spoke to this young man's people last year when he was 13, realizing that he, was having guns and making threats. All that is not mental health. It's
All that is bad as hell.
discipline from the parents. You know what I'm saying? You have to discipline your children at some
Mm.
point in time in life. Now I know white privilege, they feel like they just cool to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? They do
Mhm.
whatever how they want to, when they want to, because of their privilege. You know what I'm saying? But all at the same time, the privilege of your children are causing deaths to others' children. And do you think that's fair?
It's crazy. I was talking to my mom this morning about just that. Like the FBI came to your house last year to talk about your 13-year-old. They got a tip that your 13-year-old wanted to shoot up a school. At this time, he's in middle school. So 1 month into high school, he
He
jumped in
fulfills
and
his
came up
dreams.
on his plans to go and shoot up a school. Like,
He fulfilled his dreams.
why does he have privacy?
Yeah.
Why does he have a door? Why does he even have a room? That boy would have an air mattress in the middle of my living room
But
because you
but
don't
parents have to go
deserve
to work.
privacy.
Parents have to go to work though. They can't be babysitters. You know what I'm saying? There's no way they can do it and keep the bills paid.
That is true. That's true. Something got to give though. There's no
The
something
only
got to
thing
give.
that's gonna give and work is that they reach some type of agreement in Washington D.C. to get these guns off the streets.
They
They're
have.
going to have to make a power move. You know what I'm saying? To get these guns off street. Now, if we vote in Kamala Harris, it'll get done.
Mhm.
But if they keep jackass,
Is that, I mean, and the sad part is, I love my guns. Don't get me wrong. Guns raised me. My daddy been at Glock for 31 years now.
yeah,
Guns have raised me.
mature
I, I'm
responsibility.
a responsible adult, and I have some type of training when it comes to these guns. The fact that you give, ooh, I bought my 14-year-old a rifle for his birthday. Why?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Can
Because
he go shoot himself?
a boy had an AR-15 yesterday. When he
Just
started
for
rounding
why?
off, boom, 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 boom. He could stand in one spot and just take them out.
That stuff is crazy. So I mean, I love my guns.
Mhm.
Yes, Second Amendment all day long, but why are there no rules on it? This open thing now, you don't even need a license for it anymore. Well, let me take that back.
You don't have to have a permit to carry.
Yes, there we go.
You still have to have. Well, no, you don't have a license to carry.
That's so sad. But strippers need licenses every year to do their
Yeah, they
job.
have to renew their license to go and get a
That's so
little.
crazy to me. But you don't have to. I mean, like I
I
said,
mean,
I love my guns.
yeah.
Don't take my guns away.
Right. And we're
Um,
not trying to take away, nobody wants to take away the Second Amendment right. The Second Amendment right, that we're anybody trying to take that away. We're just saying, parents, educate your kid, be a parent again. What happened
mm,
to parenting? You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Now I do understand, and Chicago going to give y'all statistics of their county down there to let you
mm.
know how it's really going down, because it's predominantly white.
56% white,
Hmm.
20% black. And the crazy part is it's 14.2% people below the poverty line.
Hmm.
That's in comparison to almost 50% in Fulton County, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Average income $57,000. It's a family area. I was looking at more stats. 50% of the people there are married. The average age of people there is 37 years old. Two-parent household. So it's a good family oriented place to be.
I mean, it's
Winder,
near
Georgia,
Athens,
Borough.
Georgia. It's
Yeah,
near Athens, Georgia, the college town of UGA. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying?
it's a good place.
Hmm.
But just like everything else, there's some bad seeds in those good places. So
Hmm.
I truly wonder if, and that's going to be using it as an excuse. So I'm not trying to make this as an excuse, but did his family fall into that 14% below the poverty line?
Well,
I
from
wonder.
looking at the house last night, yeah.
They
They
did.
went to the house last night, yeah. And the thing about it, I know he's a white boy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I know he white because they didn't kill him. You see what I'm saying? They didn't kill him. Had he been black, they would have killed him with no problem. You know,
Not an
he
issue.
surrendered once they ran up on him. He surrendered, peacefully. Like throw my hands up, drop my weapon, throw my hands up, so they were
You
able
gotta
to,
put your glasses back on. Ah,
apprehend. But we all know if it had been a little white boy, they would have beat him up. They would have, and going to the next question: when is that going to stop in this country? When is that going to stop?
you know, when America get great again.
I'm
I'm
like
sorry.
Ti now with Candace Owens that day when they did that. When was America ever great? When? I
When?
need a date. Give
Okay.
me a
Give
year.
me, I don't need a time
When.
frame. I need a date when it started
I
and a
need
date
when
when
it
it
started.
ended.
When it ended. When was America ever great?
Mm-hmm.
Now
It was all right.
we're probably one of the better countries to live in. You know what I'm saying, because of laws and a little bit of freedom that we do have. But
Mm.
when was it ever great? How's it going to be great when for 400 years you enslaved people?
Look, it was all right. It wasn't great. It was just all right. We was able to live, have a little bit of freedom.
And
You
then they
know.
took that because even if back then our ancestors went and bought their property, bought their land, or whatever case may be, whenever white man got mad, he go take it. Hell, they go and flood like in Lake Lanier. They flood a whole community of black people. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just to take the land so they could build a man-made lake.
Hmm. That's down there taking folks as they swim. You heard somebody else just drowned in Layla near,
Yeah, the other day.
and my dumb ass talking about them niggas gonna pull somebody else down.
Well, now a couple of years ago they had a team of divers that went in there and went down under. The houses are still standing.
They still see
Mailboxes, you know what I'm
the
saying?
church steeples.
Church. So our
That's why I said they
ancestors'
just went
spirits.
up. There's a new person today, and we're gonna pull them down and join
So
us in
our
the land of
ancestors'
the under.
spirits are still there. So when you come there, depending on how our ancestors feel in that day, they'll take you out.
Mhm. Look, that's why I won't never go.
I've been in Georgia 41 years and I've never been to Lake Lanier. It's nothing up there for me.
Nope.
I don't want
Never
to go
go
to
there.
Altoona. I don't want to go to no man-made lake
Mm-mm.
because there's a history behind it.
Now, I do want to know the history of the one in, is it Kennesaw? The beach, Ackworth Beach.
Ackworth Beach, man-made.
We used to go there, and
Hold
I
on.
ain't think nothing about it as a kid. I'm
Mm-hmm.
scared now because I don't know. Those ancestors might know some of my ancestors and say, "Oh, I feel the shunana for her," and come and take me. I'm not willing to risk that.
Girl, did you just say the shamana?
Yes, I'm not willing to risk that. Granted, my husband will say the same thing about the ocean, period, because I be wanting to go in the ocean. He's like, I ain't stepping foot in no ocean.
No, I'm not going to the ocean either because you got sharks and it's just that's way too much.
I mean, I just want to go
I
knee
mean,
deep.
I put my feet in, if we go,
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
kick
Well,
the
when I used
sand
to
a
go to
little bit.
Florida, I don't go to, I'm not doing Florida ever again. But
No,
like, used to go to Florida and stuff like that. And then when you go out to California, all the beaches you can walk, you know what I'm saying? Venice Beach and, Malibu Beach you can walk, walk through.
I'll put your feet in.
Yeah, I ain't getting in nobody water, no.
I want to go to Key West so bad, and Ron DeSantis messed that up for me.
Yeah. Well, Key West is, it would be boring.
I'm, I'm at a. I think I'm at the okay. I feel I'm at the age now where I'm okay with boring.
Yeah, you're 40 now, so yeah, you will
I'm
be.
okay with boring.
But the thing about it is, it'll be nice. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's
Mhm.
nice, you know what I'm saying? But around about 7, 8 o'clock, everybody in the bed.
And see, that's how Hilton Head is, and I
Mhm.
love it.
Mhm.
Like Hilton Head is 9 o'clock, but then you got that one little spot, one hot
Which one?
mama's. I
Yeah.
love One Hot Mamas. That's why I gotta go back to. But it's
Mm-hmm.
one little spot with 3 restaurants, and you can party, party, party.
Mm-hmm.
But honey, it's dark as I don't know what. I'll
I'm
take
telling
that.
you. But you've been to the Bahamas, right?
Yeah,
How long ago was it when you went to the Bahamas?
too damn long.
What's too
20
long?
years.
Okay, you need to go back.
Yeah, it's time to go back.
Hey, I was there in October. It's bumping.
Yes, it's time to go back.
Yep,
I want
Bahamas.
to go to Jamaica and hedonism.
Well, the thing about Jamaica is I was scheduled to go next month for my birthday, but they're actually sending out, blast, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
emails and news reports of like American people, you might want to reconsider unless it's like a whole bunch of y'all coming together because
Mhm.
now they've gotten to where they're busting into the resorts and they robbing and doing their thing and I was going by myself. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
um
what messed stuff up.
hmm so of course, my family, everybody, no, 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 you don't need to go somewhere else. And and I'm like,
I want to go where it's hot. It's October.
yeah, but every time I try to go to Jamaica, some jump off. So it makes me feel that, maybe that's just not the place I need to go. I mean, I went there about maybe 30 years ago. I went to but I was in Ocho Rios. I wasn't in Montego Bay. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? So, but every time I try to go, some pop out. And
Well,
my
Mexico.
only reasoning for wanting to go is to go see Bob Marley Museum
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
Kingston. But
Yeah.
when the tornado hit a couple of months ago,
Mhm.
wiped it out.
Really?
hmm
Well, damn.
Yeah, wiped it out. So now I'm down to in December, Punta Cana.
Okay.
So Dominican Republic,
Yeah. I want to go to Mexico.
Cabo. Go to Cabo. Cabo is nice. Go to
Yeah.
Cabo.
Go. I gotta get out here in the
I
sun.
wouldn't go to what is the other one? Cana. What
Oh,
is?
Punta Cana? No.
No, 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 no. That's
Puerto Liber
no.
Mexico.
What's that common place in Mexico? Everybody go.
Oh, Cancun.
No, girl. I went there one year.
No.
Mm-mm.
I want to go to Puerto Vallarta. I think that's how you say it.
Yes. Now that would be nice to go there, but Cancun is set up for the younger generation because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So you got your younger generation. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
ooh, I never make that mistake again. Although Senor Frogs was nice.
Oh, God.
I never make that mistake. Okay, so now we done got off track. Okay,
Yeah.
so yesterday, the school shooting, and of course, they're gonna try him as an adult.
But he ain't processed yet, and it's been 24 hours.
No, they haven't processed him yet. Process. You ain't got to process him right now. Shit, he ain't going nowhere.
But still, it's like how
Him
you
in that
just
holding
floating.
cell. Well, because the thing is, the sheriff's department and the people in the community want to try him as an adult. But
He need to be.
can you really try him as an adult at 14?
Yep.
Or do you hold him in juvenile detention until he's 16 or 17? Then you throw them adult charges on him.
Nope, try his ass as an adult.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that.
Let's not see.
I don't think they're gonna be able to try him.
Because he need to be something. In Georgia. In Georgia, what is the age where you can be tried as an adult?
For capital murder.
Oh,
You gotta specify.
okay. In Georgia, what age can a person be tried as an adult? Is 17, but there are some exceptions. 13 years old, a child under 13 cannot be considered to have a criminal intent or commit a delinquency act. However, a 13-year-old can be charged as an adult for a violent offense such as rape, manslaughter, and armed robbery. Um, so let's put the murder on there.
So manslaughter.
No, that's murder.
Oh, okay. First degree.
Yeah.
Capital murder.
For
Say,
him.
hey everybody, here's Skylar, my baby.
Hi, Skylar.
Say hi.
Let's see. In Georgia, the minimum age to be tried as an adult for capital murder is 13. That is crazy to me.
So he can be charged.
At third, I mean, it's 17. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, okay. See, so they got to hold him as
They got
juvenile,
to hold him. But that's crazy because at 13, I can be tried as an adult for rape. What kind of.
but they got to hold you as a juvenile. You'll be charged, but you won't be tried for it until 17.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The minimum
So you
age for
be
criminal
held as juvenile.
prosecution
Mm-hmm.
is 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Capital punishment may be applied in Georgia for certain homicides, including those involving rape, armed robbery, crimes against peace officer, airplane jacking, and treason.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Wow.
they'll hold him. That's why they haven't processed him yet.
Because they
Uh,
don't know where they're going to put him at.
they don't know which way they're gonna do it. They got the sheriff was on there popping last night talking about he gonna be tried as an adult. He gonna be tried as a boy. Sit down. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know, this not gonna happen in our county. This not gonna happen in our state. And the governor's standing right there next to you. Why you won't make him put restrictions on gun laws? You talking about what's not gonna happen and what ain't gonna, but y'all not making them try to.
And see, talk about the restriction on gun laws. If the FBI was at your house last year, if they already had guns, you can't do much about the guns they had. But I wonder, have they bought new guns since then? Why would that household be allowed to buy new guns if you have a red flag on your 13-year-old?
Complexion of the protection.
And if they already had guns in the house, why wouldn't they have to check in with those guys? Something has to be done because you can't take people's guns away once they have them.
No, because it's the Second Amendment.
It's the Second Amendment. But what checks and balances do you go through? Did you say put a lock on? Like, what do you do if you're in a situation where the FBI has been called to your house? You already have firearm. Okay, you can't get no more until he move out. But the ones you have, what are we gonna do with those? Because he still has access to them.
So when he has access like that and go out and do what he did yesterday, you charge the parents. See,
oh yeah, they're gonna get thrown under the bus.
In Michigan, they charge those parents for that young boy going in there and killing them folks. This needs to trickle down from state to state.
Oh, they got these
parents. Because the thing about it, if you're not going to discipline your kids and raise your kids, don't get me wrong,
we gonna do it.
Some people, you can raise your child and give them the best, nurture them to death, and they still will go astray. But if you instill the correct morals and values into their mind and in their heart, they're gonna come back. Before they do stupid stuff, they're gonna think about it. But when you neglect them, like they've done with technology, and the kids raising themselves on these iPhones and iPads, they just put them in front of the computers and stuff. They're not having no serious conversation with them. We're not having round table dinner discussions anymore, because everybody come to the table with their cell phone. Not up here, we don't play that. But everybody, come to the table with cell phone. Nobody's talking anymore. There are no conversations. The first time you go to the parent and ask the parent something, Google it. You know what I mean? What happened to parenting? See, nobody wants to talk about that. Yes, true enough, times have changed. We're in a more modern, technology, all of that is great. But we losing these babies in record numbers because nobody wants to take the accountability. You know what I'm saying? Of taking on. If you're gonna have babies, raise the damn babies.
Raise the damn babies. Because you can go out here and have 50 of them children, but somebody can't buy one. They want one damn child and they can't buy them. They gotta go through. They gotta go through all the hoops and all that other stuff, parenting classes and all that. But Sally and Bon Shriekle down here can have 50 little mom and they had not one damn class.
And see, I'm not gonna blame it on age. Because when I was coming up in Memphis, growing up in Memphis, I witnessed 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girls, have a baby, finish high school.
I was 16.
I know. Finished high school. Some of them went on to college. Some of them got a
Mhm.
trade, cosmetology, or working at the post office or whatever, and raised their children. See, it has not.
Right.
It's not about. And I know people want to say, "Oh, where's a child raising a child?"
And we were, but we
Yes,
had
you
sense.
were. But
We were.
once you knew you had to assume that responsibility, that child came first.
That child came first. You took that switch, baby. We played with that switch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Child, parent, child, parent, child. We
Mm-hmm.
played with that switch. Don't get me,
Mm-hmm.
trust me.
Mm-hmm.
But you knew you had to turn that thing on and off because you laid up and had this baby.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
One
deal
thing
with
about it, once a woman go and find out she's pregnant, and you say, okay, well, I don't want to have an abortion. I want to keep my child. Okay, now that's your priority right there.
it. Yep.
That's your priority. You not baby daddy, not grandparents. Of course, at 13 or 14, what I'm saying, you're too young to get a job, whatever. So you got to have some type of help. But loving and nurturing that child to steer him in the right direction.
That's all you, baby.
You know,
That's you
that's
and
all
your village.
after you gonna carry that baby for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? People often ask me, Stacey, why you have no kids? Because I was selfish. Seriously. I didn't want to share.
Yeah.
I didn't want that commitment. You know what I mean? I know JD
'Cause
Vance probably would when he want me to even walk into nowhere. He probably want me to be in front of firing squad. You know what I'm saying? Because he said if you don't have no kids, you shouldn't have no rights to say nothing. You know what I'm
But
saying?
why? You live here.
Okay, but I was honest.
Hmm.
See,
Cause
I knew
look,
early in life, I was running the streets, I was traveling, I was doing what I wanted to do when I got ready. You think it would have been fair to have the babies and leave me here with my mom and grandmom? That's not fair.
mm-mm,
So I was honest with myself. I don't
mm-mm.
want no kids because I don't want that commitment. And plus, I don't like to share.
Look, I promise you, if
Especially
I didn't
20,
have none when
25.
I did, I wouldn't have none. So I feel, because I
Girl,
already know.
especially 2025, I ain't sharing nothing.
I often think about that. Was I on a path of complete selfishness for me to have a baby at 16? Because if I ain't had my son, I don't have no kids. I love them to death. I tell my kids all the time when trade you for nothing but my sanity.
Mhm.
But if I wouldn't have had them, I don't think I would have had none
But
either.
it's about taking accountability, whether you 13, 25, 35, 40. Whenever you decide to have that baby comes first.
First, second, and third.
Then you got the grandmamas out here trying to keep up with their daughters, and then you got the grandmamas dating their sons' friends. You know what I'm saying?
Child.
And then they want to say, oh, it's mental health.
I had them, so I didn't get to be in my youth. So dating this young boy that's my son age, that's giving me my youth back.
You don't get back the past.
Nope, you keep going. Because guess what? My baby will be 18 when I'm 42, and I'm
Mhm.
counting down because I have some youth left.
You
So
do.
I'm glad I had them when I did, since I had them,
You did.
so that I could turn up now. I'm old. I done messed up. I
You
done
ain't
been
old,
broke.
baby. Trust
I done,
me, 40 is not
oh, I'm
old.
sorry. I'm older.
I mean, it's not the new 20, but
It's the new 35.
40 is 40. Okay. 40, just give it what it is. 40 is
40 is
40.
40.
50 is 50. And if I make it to 60 next month on the 5th of October, it'll be 60. 40 is 40. You're
40
going to
is 40.
start to see the down at around about 55. That's when your body gonna really do like a whirlwind change. But that all depends on how you take care of yourself. If you eat right, exercise, get the appropriate sleep that you need, then it don't have to be that way.
Don't talk
You know what
about
I'm saying?
that, child.
You got time now to turn
To
that
fix
thing
it.
around. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm working real hard to try to fix this right now.
Yeah,
Cause
turn that thing around for 50. So by 55 roll in, you be like, shit, I'm ready. I'm ready for 60.
look, I'm trying to turn around for 42. I told you I got 2 years left now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got 2 years left. I got to turn it around so I can go out and just have a good old time and enjoy life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's time to enjoy life.
But parents, raise your kids or pay the penalty of going to jail. Because I'm all about, getting a bill passed for, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
accountability for your children. Your child
Mhm.
should not be 12, 13, 14 years old, out gang banging, killing, robbing at 2, 3 in the morning. You need to know where your child is.
Mhm.
And since you don't want to take that initiative to keep up with what's going on in your child's life, then you need to pay the cost. So he's just a child.
I hate it, but it's so true. Like I
You know,
said,
you
look.
need to pay that price. You need to be fined. You need to have some days in the courtroom. I mean, let's look at it. You got young thugs been sitting in jail almost 2 years. They've been on this trial now forever. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Can't find anything, wasting taxpayers' money in Fulton County every day and not getting anywhere. But you
Yep.
don't want to fine a parent for going and slaughtering kids, but you can waste taxpayers' money. You know what I'm saying? You can
Doing
waste
this
that
stuff.
taxpayers' money every day for a
Ooh,
trial that should have been thrown out, mistrial, because you don't have nothing.
exactly.
The key witness
Um,
is not talking. Woody is not talking. Okay.
Woody ain't giving nothing. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. My baby calling me. I'm gonna let you keep talking. I'm gonna mute real quick.
Okay. But all I'm saying is, listeners and, America, we have got to do better. We have got to take the accountability for our lives and things in our lives. And like I say, if you are a parent that's under 18, you've got to take the accountability for your child. True enough, you can give a child all the love, you can all the material things, but if you're not nurturing your children, the results of what happened here yesterday is what you're going to get. You know, have computer time, have phone time. Especially if a child is 12, 13, 14 years old, got to get up and go to school the next morning. I really feel that they need limited time on electronics. They need a limited time on electronics. Also, make them do some research.
Hmm.
Make them do research. Don't just, yeah, Google is good, but tell them that I want you to do a paper, you know what I'm saying, for your English class or lit class or, what I'm saying, history class. But I want you to write that paper from researching and
Mhm.
reading, not the convenience of Google. People try to say, oh, that's old school. That's old school. Old school. Let me tell you something about old school. It's working a whole lot better than this new school. Because when
Mhm.
I was 13, 14 years old, growing up in Memphis in the projects, wasn't nobody killing nobody, blowing them up like this.
Come on, because they can
We
research everything.
And
That's like I.
I was a child that I was determined to do whatever I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was rebellious. I was bad. You know what I mean? I
But
ain't
you have
hurt
respect.
nobody. You know what I'm saying? But whenever
Mhm.
the principal called my dad and he'd be like, okay, so this is the game you want to play, I'll just go to classes with you.
Hmm.
And he sat in the back of the class. And he would do that for a whole month. And he'd be like, do you get it now? Because I work second shift. He works second shift at the post office. Do you get it now? Because I could be in this class every day. I could bring me something to
Mhm.
eat. I could sit back in this class every day and I could
Mhm.
just be like a ghost, you know what I'm saying, in your life. And I was like, no, I get it. I get it because it was so embarrassing. It was like, your dad is in school with us, and your daddy is taking classes with us. And you know,
But
but
you have to do that. You
so
have
that's
to.
what you have to do. And my daddy always said, you should have been my boy, so I could have handled you differently. But you came out of girls, I can't handle you. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
is
by the time I got
true.
to Atlanta at 17, and my mama called my daddy, be like, well, what you gonna do with your child? He was like, ain't nothing I could do now. You know what I'm saying? She'd have moved to Atlanta. She's 17. She almost grown. All I could do was talk to her, and try to. And he called out. Well, back then we had pages. He paged. I'd be like, all right, I'll call you back. I ain't making about time to be listening to all that. You know what I'm saying? A lot
That is
of times
true.
I did regret as I started to get older. I was like, man, I should have had that because he passed away when I was 21. So I was like, you know what? I should have had that conversation with my dad. You know, but all I'm saying is, make
Parent.
your children accountable for life.
Mhm.
Make them where they, give it to them where they can be productive citizens of society and not
Mhm.
looking for a handout. You know what I'm saying? Not waiting on somebody to give them some. Like you
Yep.
got grown ass people sitting around waiting on reparations. You living in your mama house and shit, eating the food that she buy because you waiting on the government to give you a reparation check.
Your ass gonna die though.
Exactly, because you already 45 and you ain't got the check yet. And we won't even talk about the ones that's 60 waiting on a reparation check
Oh God.
and blaming everything on the white man. Everything on the white man. One thing I know about America, to be real, you keep your credit clean and you stay out of their prison system, out of the
You can
system,
do
stay
anything.
out them courtrooms. Us being black people, it might be a little harder. We have to grind a little harder, but you can accomplish anything you want in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you go to get a loan, of course, your interest rate will be a little higher because you black. So the white woman, the white man gonna get the better interest rate. But
Mm-hmm.
you already know that when you go, so you make these, you preparations for that. You know what I mean?
Keep your
You
credit
want
on
to start a
point.
business, your business may not never get to the billion dollar status. But if you can live comfortably
Just
off your
grow it.
business, you know what I'm saying? If you getting 100,000 or $200,000 a year off your business, you can live.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to stay focused and make up in your mind, you know what? This is what I want to do and stay the course. You
Yeah.
got to stay the course. On the good days, the bad days, the mediocre days, you got to stay the course. But at the end
Yes.
of the day, parents, educate your children. It's
Mm.
not the teacher's job to give them common sense. That's your job.
That's your job. Say that part again. We're gonna rewind.
It is not the teacher's job to give them common sense. That's your job. That's your child. You have
Look,
to
come
make sure
on.
they're ready to be a productive citizen in society. You know what
Look,
I'm
people
saying?
laugh at me because I told my girls, my son was gone by then, but I told my girls because they wanted hamsters. You have to do a 10 slide minimum PowerPoint presentation on why you feel like you want a hamster,
How to take
what a
care of
hamsters eat, how you're gonna feed it, what you need to get started, how much is it gonna cost a month, how much is it gonna cost a year. You got to break all that stuff down.
it. Yeah.
Toys, how often, what you gotta break it down.
Well, yeah.
If you can do that and
It's a
present it,
job. Taking care of a dog. Aaliyah, my little niece Aaliyah, about 4 years ago, she's 12 now. She'll be 13 in February. 4 years ago, she just had to have a puppy. Oh, life was just wasn't gonna be life if she could not have a puppy. So her mama goes and get her a pit bull puppy from the shelter. Pit bull Diamond, about 4 months old or whatever. Oh, Diamond was good until Diamond started growing up and started gnawing on that ass. Like, playing, jumping up on her. You know, I don't want no dog. I just want them to stay puppies. Just want a puppy. They don't stay puppies.
you didn't stay a puppy. Hell.
You see, I kept telling you that before you kept riding on your mom about going to get you a puppy. They should have sat her down and gave her all the logistics of what comes with raising a puppy because it's just like raising a child. They just
Yeah.
don't talk.
Look, my
And they have
18-year-old just went and got a puppy too. She's
Mhm.
staying with her grandmother, went and got a puppy, and that puppy baby putting her through the mud. Do you hear me?
Mhm.
Puppy took her robe. It's expensive. It got more toys than I do.
Mhm.
Um, it's just it's a lot.
It's a lot. They're not human, but they gotta eat. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They gotta go get groomed. They have to get shots. You know what I mean? So, and you will find a lot of parents take better care of a damn puppy than they do the children.
Cause he don't talk back.
Sit, puppy sit, lay, the puppy lay. Come, the puppy come. Then try to get your 17-year-old son. Come here, boy. I ain't thinking about what? I ain't thinking about you. It's on Instagram.
Yep.
TikTok, really. Man, they did. Let me tell you something. They both up at their parents' girl on TikTok. Like, I would take you out. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
The dude, little boy, come in the other day, girl, with a mask on. And his mama was like, "You need to go to school. You 16. I ain't going to school. What you gonna do about it?" All up in the face. And I'm like,
You getting out my house.
call the
You either gonna
police.
work or you gonna go to school.
Why do you not want to call the police against these disciplined ass children? Like this young man yesterday, if they had did something with him last year, them two teachers and them two little boys would be alive today.
Yep, got a
Call
good
the
well with
police.
ass whooping.
Call if Ray Ray and Tay Tay start acting out at 9 and 10 years old. Call the police. People always talk about, I tried to get help. I tried to get help. No, you didn't, because you didn't drop them off to the police station.
But guess what? I will say, I'll be believing that too. But when you drop them off at the police station, you know what they tell you? Well, had they committed a crime? Well, hell, I'm trying to stop them from committing a crime. So I just sat up there with mine for a long time. We just sat at the police station because they wouldn't take them and I wasn't taking them. Somebody need to talk to
Bottom
them.
line
I got to
is,
do
Mr.
something.
Police Officer, he's a
Hmm.
menace to society. And if it could be you that he killed or your children. So either you're going to try to give me some help to get him placed somewhere in one of these youth facilities, group homes or something, or when he start killing and robbing and stealing, don't
Don't
come to
come look at me. Look,
don't come to my door.
that's
So
what I say. I have been through it on both sides.
at the end of the day, parents, take the accountability and the initiative to raise your children. Otherwise, they're going to end up being monsters, and stop blaming everything on mental health.
And
Mental,
everybody else.
let me tell you something. Mental health is a person that get up and go to work every day and deal with, you know, life. Crazy, psychotic, and mental health are all different things.
Motherfucking tired.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Mental health, you can give to go to therapy. Then take your little pill if you want to take it or whatever. I know, because I do therapy twice a month virtually. Now, I will not take the medicine. I'm not taking no medicine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that I'm mentally off or crazy or anything, but I was smart enough to know that I needed a balance.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I needed to talk to a person that's neutral, that don't know nobody that I know, that can't judge, and keep me right here so I don't go up here. Because, I snap. And the scales of that Libra thing, baby. You know what I mean?
Y'all crazy. They unbalanced some
I've been
scales.
just because we came home in 2020, I've been doing therapy for 12 years. You know what I mean? And I'm not ashamed to say it. And I tell people, just to keep your sanity and keep you where you can like woosah yum no renge ho and not hurt somebody, go talk to somebody. Now, mental health, psychotic, and crazy, they on a higher level. They need some other stuff.
They need some,
A padded room, in a straight jacket, some shit, so they can't hurt nobody. So I'm just saying, parents, do right by your kids so they don't have to take the lives of other kids and other adults. Shakara was telling me that one of the little boys yesterday, of course, the African American little boy, the black little boy, was autistic. You know what I'm saying? So parents, do what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? As a parent. And if you can't, get you some help.
Get some help.
And if you go to the police station and they're not helping, then you go to the mayor's office. Go to the mayor's office. Go to your state representative, your congressman. If you have to go all the way to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C., White House, keep going until you can get some help for your child.
The best place, crazy enough, to get the damn help is at the school. The school counselor got so many resources that they can put you in place, or if they see something, because it happens at school, it rushes the process. So if the little dummy do something at school, go to the counselor. They're going to help push it through.
Yeah, but it's so many children probably running to the counselors. The counselors now probably overwhelmed.
They're overwhelmed. Yes,
and some of the kids probably are beyond the resources that the counselors have. You see what I'm saying? They need some institutional, you know what I'm saying? Some institutionalization to get them understand. I got a couple of cousins in Memphis, right? Everybody wanted to be drug dealers in the 80s and the 90s or whatever. Didn't nobody want to go to school. Everybody wanted to sell crack at the money on it. And then they want to rap, scratching records and shit. And a couple of them went into the juvenile detention center, girl, at like 13 and stayed in there like 90 days. I think one of them stayed 90 days. The other two stayed like 6 months. Baby, they totally different people now. They came out.
Wow.
They went back to school. Two of them went and got GED. The other one wanted to graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? Went back to school. Baby, they get up and go to work every day. One of them got married. Been married to his wife 20 years. They got 4 grown kids. You know what I'm saying? So it is sometimes it go past what the counseling and resources. Well, just call this and call this hotline. No, the hotline ain't working. They got to have some fire up under their ass because the hotline is not working.
But the sad part is that shit don't scare these kids no more.
If it's done the right way, it will. Now
We
you
need
got
something.
the badasses out here that's being raised on the south side of Atlanta that fear nothing. You know
They,
what I'm saying? They will roll up on you and they will shoot you. They will go and shoot your whole family at 14 and 15 years old. But if they get it presented to them correctly, like take their ass down there to Atlanta Penitentiary, Federal Penitentiary, let
baby,
spend about a week or two off
look,
in there with the
drop it
grown
off at
men.
Right Street.
Right
Take it to
Street,
Right Street.
Right Street not credible anymore. They're having problems with the facility. So that the credibility for them is not until they can get that straight. Anybody listening to them, take them to the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary with that barbed wire fence around them.
Oh, on Moreland by the drive-in.
Yes. Take them out there for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The program just be called Scared Straight. So you got to put them in somewhere where some fear could be put in. If the parents can't put the fear in them, take them out there and get them grown men in their federal penitentiary. Get them straight.
Mm-hmm.
Either they're going to come out a menace to society forever, and you know this, so we know we got to make preparations to keep them institutionalized, or they're going to come out with some good damn sense and don't want their lifestyle.
Look, one or the other, 50-50 chance, baby.
I mean, you could be the biggest gangster. You know what I mean? You could be the biggest murderer. Something will scare you. Because the one thing about it, gangsters move in silence. They're not all public out here doing the things that these children are doing. So see, it's still further let me know you got a child's mind. Because gangsters, if you go back and research Al Capone and all of them, they rolled up at night when turn the lights off the cars and blow your ass up. Not in broad daylight. You trying to impress somebody.
Impress people.
You know, you trying to get clout. You know what I mean? You doing it for clout. You're not doing it, you doing it for clout. So therefore, take them out there to that federal penitentiary for about 2 weeks. I guarantee you they'll be scared straight. They either come out of menace, and if you know they coming out of menace, the guys in the prison let you know he ain't gonna do nothing with his life. So y'all
go ahead, keep them. Go ahead,
keep them institutionalized. Go ahead and run them through the system. And then the ones that they'll be like, this one is you can work with them.
Yeah.
You know, the ones not workable, they'll let you know. But this has been a great session. Everybody. We do have jobs and we have to work. Unfortunately, we do have that luxury of working from home, but work has to be done in order to get that paycheck every Friday. So we're gonna have to wrap this up. And we'll come back later and chop it up with you guys.
Yeah, let's get some announcements real quick.
Okay.
So we got some things coming up. First thing first is Saturday, September 28th, that from 1 to 3 at the Beloved Community Church in the Pittsburgh community, we will have a town hall meeting going on where there'll be voter registration, not a town hall meeting, a panel. We're going to have a debate, a panel that'll be going on. We're going to have voter registration as well about the, is it beneficial for us to vote? We're going to have Miss Lamore Whitley as the moderator. My hubby is on the panel. Mr. C. Kenwado Moore is going to be on the panel. Mr. Leonard Jones Jr. and our very own Miss Stacy Hill will all be on the panel. They're going to make me time keep. So y'all know I can't count. Don't judge me.
We'll be keeping that time.
I'll be keeping that time. But that is Saturday, September 28th. Also get ready.
Refreshments will be served as always. Snacks and stuff. And Pittsburgh community is going through a lot of changes right now because of gentrification. They're actually going in there and they're taking them homes from the Black people and rebuilding it or whatever the case may be. So it's very important that the residents of Pittsburgh community come out to find out what you can do through this voting to save your home.
Yes. Very, because we're gonna talk about that later. I'm about to get into it.
Okay.
What else we got coming up is our Thanksgiving, our annual Confident Woman in YBE. We have our annual Thanksgiving dinner as well as our Christmas Eve dinner. Um, we're gonna do it. That's no question. It's just deciding on what area and what places need it the most. We always go to Woodruff Park and Hurt Park downtown, but so many communities as well as the city have given so many initiatives down there that a lot of, especially for holidays, there is a lot of feeding going on down there. The people down there do like us coming because we bring real food. However, there's so much going on. So with that being said, we just want to know, what do you think? We're thinking about going to extended stays and the day of those holidays, just to give some love and show some love to different communities. So if you know an area, Metro Atlanta, Cobb, Fulton, Douglas County that needs some help, Cherokee County, that needs some help for those 2 holidays, let us know, and we'll check it out. But we are doing it regardless, Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve. And then we will be having a watch party at venue 803 November 5th. Get ready, the flyers will be out for that soon, but we're gonna have a watch party, drink specials, all that good stuff again at venue 803. And last but not least, early voting is coming up at the end of October. So early voting coming in, come into Veritas with your I'm a voter sticker, and you get a free foot soak just to say thank you.
Early voter sticker.
Early voting sticker, not after the field. Early voting.
Right.
Early voting. So yeah, come in, get you a free foot soak, and check out what else we have. But that's just our way of saying thank you for doing your part. That's what we got so far. I'm sure we have some more stuff coming up, but just want to do a little, what you call it? I don't want to say housekeeping rules, but just a little announcement.
Something. And also, we like I said, with our lives being so full, yes, we're gonna start being consistent with the shows, because we got to bring our guests on. But like I said, life is just life right now for everybody, and we jump in and do a show and get it out on YouTube when we can. We're gonna do better. Just give us a chance. Life is lifing. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, you wake up, you go to bed one night, everything good. You wake up next morning, straight chaos. So, and it holds you back. But we're going to allocate time, and we're going to do more shows, and you will see more shows with guests. You're going to see us talk about everything. I mean, the big thing is maybe possibly having the first Black female president, the first female president, period. Her mama's,
and she just happened to be Black.
Yeah, she didn't have to be Black for me. She could have been PP Pink, and I was gonna vote for her because the first woman. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that
is men have been running this country for so long, they've ran it in the ground, and they can't even come up with a plan to unify the people. So give a woman a chance. It wouldn't matter what she was. I mean, if she wins, she'll be the first Black female president, but it could have been anybody. I was going with the woman.
You need something.
I was going with the woman, baby, because we need change. And I think only change can come from a woman. And, it's like, we'll talk about it on another show, but Black men, y'all got to get it together and stop hating on us, because we rise up and take care of business, do our thing. That'll be Sunday's show.
Gotcha. Look, I'm writing down.
Yes, that'll be a show for Sunday, and that way we need your husband on. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to find out why.
He love him a Black woman, honey. He say all the time, if it wasn't for a Black woman,
right? Malcolm X said it best: the most disrespected woman in America is a Black woman. The most mistreated woman in America is a Black woman. And until the Black man start to do better by the Black woman, it's going to stay the way it is. So I need to know, why do our Black men hate on the Black woman that's handling business? Because if she didn't step up to handle the business, everybody probably be living in poverty some damn well. You know what I'm saying? But you guys have a great evening. I'm going to go over here to my other desk and do some work so I can get a check. Stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused. And most of all, love on the ones that love you. Love on the ones that love on you. And
Come
you
on.
may even find some that you can love on that, hey, going through life, because life be life. And
Mm. Good night, y'all.
good day.
Hey, bro, we on the radio.